We are looking at a couple of the characters straight off the dark side.
Oh man, I feel like they're gonna reach out and grab you.
In this case, they could, because despite the fact that they're not moving right now, there are men inside these uniforms. We've got a couple of the lads from the 501st Legion joining us now. We've got Luc LAVICTOIRE. You actually made this costume?
Well, somebody in the Legion made the costume,
okay.
And so I got bits and parts everywhere from Legion members in the U.S. and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And for people who maybe haven't heard of 501st before, what exactly do you do?
It's basically a worldwide organization, over 6,000 members, and we basically dress up as Star Wars characters and try to bring awareness to various charities and raise a lot of money for various charities. Last year we raised $14.8 million worldwide. The year before that, $15.1 million. So that's the stuff we do.
Okay, so why was it important to you to team up with the Star Wars Identities exhibition?
Well, it's kind of interesting because it's all stuff we've seen in the movies before, and then to help them generate buzz and stuff like that, we're helping them out at the same time to go and make a donation as well for a charity of her choice. So It's a win-win for us.
Okay. So we'll let Andy get a breath here too. He's underneath our Stormtrooper helmet. Is it hot in there?
It can be. We do have fans. They're not on right now because I wouldn't be able to hear you if they were on, but yeah. It twists on.
Okay.
So in, and then there you go. You're enlisted.
I look like a Stormtrooper bobblehead.
You look fantastic.
Can't believe how realistic the costumes look.
Thank you. Well, that's one of the things we take pride in the 501st, is screen accuracy. So the costumes you see here today, that's what we strive for. We do have high standards to get into the group, but when we look at the costumes, I feel that anyone can make what you see here with the assistance of the membership that exists. How to sew, where to make things, where to find things, where to get the parts. Anyone can be a member, and our membership is made up by every member of society in Ottawa and worldwide.
Okay, so what kind of people do you find really enjoy being a member of the Legion?
I think anyone who enjoys the Star Wars saga.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, people can dress up as anything they want, whether they want to be Batman, whether they want to be Darth Vader. The people who are going to be drawn to us are people who fell in love. We're finding our membership tends to be around 40 years old, but our youngest is 18, our oldest is probably going to be around pushing 55, and we've seen members into almost 80 years old down in the States. These are people who just fell in love with the characters, who love being the characters and love helping their community through their charitable aspects of the kind of side benefit of what we do.
Well, and that's the great thing, I think, about the Star Wars series is that the first ones came out in '77, so you've got the not older generation, but you know, the people who enjoyed the originals, but then because the movies keep coming out, the younger generations have an appreciation for them too, right?
Absolutely.
So what are some of your favorite things inside the exhibit? Because if you're looking for stops that you want to make sure you make, who better than you guys to ask, right? So Luke?
Well, for me, it's Darth Vader over there.
Okay, so it's Darth Vader in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, looking at your costume compared to, because this is the actual original Darth Vader, right?
Yes, sir. It's film used, and I'm a bit newer than he is. He's 30-some years old. I'm like only a couple years old, that's why.
Okay. All right. And Andy, what's your favorite piece in the exhibition?
I like what we're looking at right here, just because I learned to sew becoming a Legion member, and I started with Darth Maul. I think both Luke and I represent the members who have more than one costume, where we get to choose what we wear today. Darth Maul was my first costume that got me into the Legion. I love the character, I love doing the makeup. My 12-year-old daughter helps me with the makeup on the days that I do it. It does take about 90 minutes to put on.
Well, I can imagine. Would you take a picture and then try and replicate that?
Well, we always want to go by screen reference, so we do use an actual picture of the actor, Ray Park, and try to emulate that, just to make sure we look great, and so that the people who know the character of Darth Maul recognize me as Darth Maul, as opposed to an expanded universe character who might be representative of one of those Star Wars characters who aren't in the movies but outside of the movies.
And that's one of the great things about the exhibition here at the Canada Aviation and Space Museum. You get a bracelet at the beginning, and then throughout the day, you basically create a character, right? So, Luke, what character did you create when you first went through the exhibition?
I was a Trandoshan bounty hunter.
A Trandoshan bounty hunter.
Yep.
Is that the one? Which one is that? The one
the
with
big lizard.
The big lizard, okay. And Andy, what's your pick? Is it always
I gotta admit, I didn't do the interactive. I wanted to spend so much time just looking at the fine details of the characters that I let my kids go through and do the interactive while I spent the time analyzing those little things of those characters that were close to my heart that I wanted to build or had built, just to make sure that I'm on an accurate level.
Great.
Seeing something on screen is a lot different than being able to see it from 5 feet away and being able to take a picture and taking it home with you.
It's a very unique experience, and it will only be here at the museum until September 2nd. So if you head to the website, you can look at all of the hours of operation. But hey, kids are out of school for the summer. What better way to spend the day, especially with all the rain we've been having? No, no, no. Here's a way to deal with the bad weather, huh?